today, and that kind of helped you have some success, whereas back in Arizona you were a little amped up and it kind of hurt you there. Just what was the difference? Was it being back at home or just getting some games under your belt?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I think in Arizona, just trying to do a little too much. Obviously coming out as a leader this year, it kind of affected me those first few games, trying to do too much, like I said. But yeah, just being back here, being around the crowd and knowing my teammates had my back, it really helped a lot.
Jared, in a weird way, do you think you all needed kind of that start to the season to remind you all that last season's team was last season's team and this year's team is going to have to earn whatever you all do earn this season?
Yeah, no doubt. I think it opened our eyes a lot to what we needed to work on. And we had a lot of guys in here in the cage yesterday getting to work, just working on their weaknesses. And as you saw today, there was a lot of really good swings. Obviously, you have some guys getting their first college at bats and they're just hammering balls. So it was really awesome to see, and I think it was eye-opening for sure.
Obviously, you've been in their shoes. How impressive is what Tears and Miller did in their first college at bat?
Yeah, and I mean, I can't say enough good things about those guys. KT was in here working on changeups the whole day yesterday. First pitch you get, changeup, drove it in the opposite field. So that's really impressive by him. And then Ryan Miller, he's been a guy that's just been working hard ever since he's got here. So just seeing them do that, it's really special.
How hard is it going to be for Tony to kind of write the lineup and remember what those guys did in their first at bats and keep them out of the lineup going forward?
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be tough. I don't want to compare it to last year, but it's kind of turned into a situation like that where you've got a lot of depth and you've got a lot of guys who can swing it. So it's going to be tough for him, but I think if everybody just keeps contributing, then we're going to be good.
Seen from those freshman outfielders at the plate, specifically Dylan Dreiling?
Yeah, I mean, that guy's impressive. Like I'm sure Coach Villa said, turned out a good bit of money in the draft to come here, and then just seeing him put swings like he did at GCU and tonight, that one in the left center field gap, that's just really impressive by a freshman.
Kind of a fun way for Ryan Miller to in the game there. Just what was that moment like for him, and were you all celebrating with him?
Yeah, I mean, I've personally been with Ryan a lot, one of my better friends, and just seeing all the work that he puts in and finally seeing it correlate to his first at bat. I mean, I'm so pumped for that guy.
Last week you talked about how talented this catcher room is. What can you say about the start of the season Cal Starks had?
Yeah, I mean, that guy's great. Like I said, he worked really hard in the offseason, got better defensively, and then obviously on the offensive side, that guy's really special. So just seeing him do whatever he's going to do for the rest of the year, yeah, credit to him for that.
I think some of us were kind of caught off guard by how fiery and how much emotions he plays with. Was that something that maybe took y'all by surprise after his home run the other day, or had you seen that in the fall and leading up to the season?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it shocked us all. And it really started against Arizona that first night. Whenever they got time, he kind of got into the umpire a little bit. So seeing that fire from him, he was the nicest guy in the fall. And don't get me wrong, he's still a nice guy, but yeah, seeing that fire out of him, I think it fired all of us up.
How much do y'all need that, just with a new look team this year and kind of new leaders and whatnot? How much do y'all need that fiery emotion?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you lose guys like Gilbert, so somebody's got to replace him, and I think Cal's doing a pretty good job of it so far, just playing with that fire. But yeah, he's doing a great job, and credit to him for bringing the energy every day. And I think it's going to carry over into our dugout. So yeah, just setting a good example for the new guys.
Some of those pitchers on the mound throughout the game, maybe not be household names that fans are aware of, but what'd you think of Hollis and on down the line and how they can impact the pitching staff this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've known from the start that we're going to have a really impressive bullpen and all of our arms are going to be really good. So just seeing those guys come out, and I think the most impressive one for me was A.J. Russell. Just seeing like his composure on the mound. He hammered the strike zone the entire night. So yeah, that was awesome to see, and that's another really hard worker. So it's really cool to see all those guys getting the success that they deserve.
Anything else?